In section 3 of unit 3, we're going to get into reviewing many of the types of factoring you've already learned, and then we're also going to talk about sums and difference of cube factoring, which will be new for you. In 3A, we're going to just review factoring by grouping, which when we really factor quadratic expressions, that's really what is involved. So with grouping, we want 4 terms, and we're going to group terms together. So if you remember what I'm going to do, and let's focus in on number 1 here. We're going to group those 2 terms together. And then what can I take out of those 2 terms, a common factor? Well, I can take out 7b squared. And then what am I left with? Opposite of the distributive property, so this will be b, because 7b squared times b is 7b cubed plus 7. And then when I group these 2 terms together, be careful with this being a negative sign right here. We're going to really group those together, and we're going to actually take out that negative 6. 6 is a common factor, but if I take out the negative 6, negative 6 times b right here would be what's left. And then if I factor negative 6 out of my negative 42, that'll be plus 7. And remember, when we factor by grouping, we want our binomials that are left in parentheses to match. And they do. So then we go up here, and when you factor by grouping, it'll always be 2 binomials multiplied at the end. I'm really putting what's the common binomial in one of them. I usually put that in the first, but it can go in either one. And then what goes in this second one here is always what's left outside parentheses, which is 7b squared and minus 6. So it's a binomial times a binomial, and the order of these 2 could be switched. You could have 7b squared minus 6 in the first one and b plus 7 in the second one.